To kickstart this discussion, I'd like to ask the following question. What is the meaning of love? Or what is love? So according to the Merriam-Webster definition, love is a strong affection for another, rising out of kinship or any other form of personal ties. Now, you may be sitting there asking yourself, what could have ever happened to two people who were once madly in love with each other, where love was once a source of happiness, joy, and fulfillment, and now seems to be the cause of pain, heartache, and contention? Well, ladies, let me introduce you to the topic for this evening, which is knowing when to walk away. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to highlight to you 5 red flags that you need to be on the lookout for when deciding whether or not you want to stay in that relationship or marriage, or you want to walk away. And here they are in no particular order. The first one is compromise happiness to make it work. So this is whereby you start to, evaluate whether or not you want to spend your quality time with your loved ones, your friends, or whether you want to explore with the recreational activities, etc. This shouldn't be the case. So that is red flag number 1. The second one, intimacy has become a chore or a duty in that relationship, especially in a marital setup. So that's something that you really, really need to think through carefully, because ultimately, especially in a marriage arrangement, intimacy is really at the core of that marriage. Once there is no intimacy, you take away the intimacy in a marriage, then ultimately there isn't any marriage at all. So it could possibly mean that the attraction is gone. So that's something that you really, really need to think through. The third one, you are now starting, to tolerate some of their habits instead of adoring them for who they are. Remember at the onset when you met your spouse or your husband, whatever the case may be, you were attracted to what they were and what they stood for, isn't it? Now, all of a sudden, you're getting annoyed over small little things. Definitely, you have fallen out of love. Pay attention to that red flag. And then the next one, you find yourself crying more and more than you're actually smiling in that union or in that relationship. In fact, in my belief, there should be more good times than bad in a healthy, normal relationship or marriage setup, isn't it? But if that's no longer the case, just be aware that maybe, possibly love is no longer served. So you need to pay close attention. And then the final one, you're now having too many fights about the same problems over and over again. This is one thing I need to warn you, ladies. A man will only change for the woman he truly loves. I'm going to say that again so that it sinks in. A man will only change for the woman he truly loves. No other reason. So you need to really, really evaluate those red flags and have a look and see if there's a possibility that you might want to explore counseling or therapy so to make the relationship work. Then by all means, go right ahead. All right, so I'm merely just sharing information, but the decision is entirely yours. On that note, I thank you for your time and do provide your feedback as and when you have a moment. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Goodbye.